Music just turns me on.
It's DJ Sonique.
Let's get some VHS tapes out.
It's all about vinyl for me these days.
Yeah, tell us about that.
And,
What's the appeal for you?
Well, I think I just went so far down the MP3 road. It's like the slow food movement. You know, it's like I feel like I've been eating McDonald's for the last few years, and I needed to get back to that really slow-cooked feeling. And everything's out on vinyl now.
So you come somewhere like this, and it's an opportunity to kind of pick up some vinyl, and it's great fun buying vinyl. I don't know why I like it.
Yeah, it looks like you're making up for lost time.
Yeah, I'm having a go. One of the things that happened to me was that my girlfriend managed to make up in 1978 or 9 or 80. She managed to walk off with my entire vinyl collection, which was admittedly only that thick, but it was really important records to me. Things like, well, actually, that LA Woman was on it, Iggy Pop, The Idiot, and a whole load of other ones.
All right, folks, what's up? This is Mike B at Amoeba Music in San Francisco, and we're here with SIMONLEBON from Duran Duran. How you doing?
I am very well, thank you.
Thanks for talking to us today.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. So we're here to talk about what you're shopping for.
Okay.
Let's see what you've got. You've got some classics.
You're going to laugh here. Yeah, that's classic. Classic, the first Clash album, which I actually nicked. The first copy of this I nicked from a party, and I never had the cover. I only had the record in the inside sleeve. Isn't that a terrible admission to make? SIMONLEBON nicks music. Do you think I'll have them? I'll have the police on my back for it?
Well, we all do things we regret, don't we?
Yeah. It's not as bad as downloading, man. At least I picked it up from somebody's party and sort of walked out of the room with it.
We're here with JOHNTAYLOR of Duran Duran.
Hello, folks.
How's it going? Thanks
Great.
for coming by.
Always a pleasure.
Excellent. Well, we want to talk to you about what you're shopping for today.
Okay.
Got a little stack.
Yeah, I came in with it was a blank canvas. I had no agenda when I came in today. Because I was in the LA store last week, and really I shouldn't be here this week.
So you already blew a little bit down there. Yeah.
I did. I'm basically getting the vinyl collection that I never had. That I like. So, of course, I never had Noi when I was 15. But I do now.
Absolutely.
You know, and
great album.
And I didn't have Devo either. I mean, besides the fact that that's $1, I didn't look at the condition of the actual vinyl. Should I have?
Nah. Next up.
Similar kind of a period of my life. Patti Smith, Horses. I really fell in love with this record. I was working on a kibbutz in Israel. It's where I wrote The Chauffeur and Waiting for the Night Boat, actually. And this was the record that I absolutely fell in love with on that thing. And I've never had it on vinyl, ever. So, and I think this record should be on vinyl. I'll find an original version of it one day. But that's pretty good. That's great.
What was the kibbutz like? I'm curious.
Hard work, very hot, lots of beautiful Israeli soldier girls running around.
Oh, okay.
In camouflage.
Public Image, I mean, second edition. Now this is a Four Men with Beards. This is a reissue, pretty serious kind of reissue. This is one of my favorite albums, actually. I've got several copies on CD, but I don't have one on vinyl. It's probably kicked about a bit. I actually don't mind if vinyl's kicked about a little bit, because then it makes me feel like I've owned it since I was 13.
Someone has at least.
You know, I'm trying to fool myself all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is now what I've done here. You see, I've got the like an original version and a reissue. The reason I did this is because I'm going to have a look and see how good the vinyl is on the original. If it's good, I'll get this one. But if it isn't, I'll get this one. I've always wanted it. I never had it. You know, it used to belong to one of my best friends, Christopher. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. Well, it was when I was 12. It's a long time ago. And I did the same thing with Led Zeppelin 2 as well, because we'll see. Oh, I've got Physical Graffiti as well, which is cool. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. I mean, you got to have some Led Zeppelin in your record collection, haven't you? Otherwise, you're nobody.
Heartbreaker, Free, Wishing Well was this was from the days when I could only afford singles, and Wishing Well was one of a big song for me. So that's Laura Nyro. This is the album, the Philly album that she made. The Bells is great.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, and then I just thought the Tubes, and I thought, the first two Tubes albums. Again, they're really. I mean, this is $5 and this is $3. Great artwork. I mean, I think the Tubes are a great underrated band.
San Francisco band?
Yeah.
This is a bit of a punt for me. I mean, I know the song All Right Now. I don't really know the rest of the album, but I just figured I liked it, and it's good enough for me to get one.
John actually had a free album in his.
Yeah, I know,
as well.
he did. Yeah, he got the one Wishing Well on it. I'll be trying to take a recording of that. Okay, now onto the Doors. Well, that was one of the ones that went missing, and that's one of the ones that went missing too. Because I was a big fan of the Doors. Oh, here we go. Sorry.
And we caught you?
Save the best till last. Now I'm definitely getting two of these because I want two of them, and they're both original. Because there's Nick Rhodes to think about, and he maybe doesn't have one. What's that? Oh yeah, Alice Cooper, School's Out. Well, that's just fabulous, isn't it? I'm having this.
So, are you working on anything at the moment?
Yeah, we're halfway through an album with Mark Ronson producing.
Excellent.
Which is really exciting. Sounds great so far. I think it's the album the fans have been waiting for.
That's great news. And should we expect that anytime?
Sometime in the next 5 years.
All right.
No, next year.
Excellent. Well, we were just talking a minute ago, a couple of my coworkers, and as soon as they spotted you, the subject came up of Girls on Film, which is a lot of our favorite Duran songs.
Yeah.
And in particular, the bass line of that tune is just one of the greatest ever. I mean, I can hum it in my head right now. Can you give us any kind of impressions from making that tune or writing that tune, or give us a story from those days?
You're really fortunate sometimes when you're just in the zeitgeist, and that's where we were. We weren't trying to be anything other than what we were. We were very, open. I really just started to get into disco music. I was listening to Bernard Edwards. I was starting to listen to the bass. I hadn't thought of myself as a bass player, but I became a bass player when our drummer Roger joined. And so it was just, picking up on, what was out there and having the energy. I mean, there's a lot of energy to that part.
Absolutely.
That's Dan and Rio are like the bass transcripts. Whenever I do an interview with one of those music magazines, those are the two. But hopefully there's some things on the new album that's got that's got some go to it. But I'm really enjoying playing now, and the band's really enjoying its unity and the spirit that we have together. So
Perfect.
it's all good.
Oh, that's great. Well, thanks again for talking to us today.
Thanks.
We
You
really
guys,
appreciate it.
You guys keep it together. We can't afford to lose Amoeba.
Okay, is that good enough for you? It's good enough for me.
Absolutely.